Will Blitzcrank save 2xKO? Hello summoners and welcome! Now hopefully you are just as eager as I am for more Trials of Twilight lore, but while we all wait for the Truth Motion comic, Riot gave us an unexpected update on what is perhaps their most forgotten project. That's right, 2xKO is back, and with it, Riot has confirmed what should be its final fighter in the starting roster. That fighter being none other than Blitzcrank. And that's not all. This surprise edition also came with an equally surprising visual and voice update for the Great Steam Golem. Now, Riot confirmed not too long ago that Blitzcrank will be getting a lore update to fit him back into the universe. This is being done because Arcane, which is now the cornerstone of League's new canon lore, largely ignored Blitzcrank's story and made him something of a forgotten relic. In his original story, he was created by Victor as a sort of waste disposal unit. However, that never seemed to fit into Arcane's timeline, so now he needs a new story, which it seems Riot will soon give. But this all brings us back to 2xKO. So 2xKO has been in development for quite some time now, and Riot has been facing its hardest battle with the game, the battle to maintain hype. Now, as I said, we've known about 2xKO for years now, and Riot has been giving us progress reports in a slow manner is putting it nicely. But factually, 2xKO has been hemorrhaging hype for some time now. It seems that every time Riot talks about it, they only give us breadcrumbs by revealing a lackluster new fighter or announcing yet another beta test. And this makes me really sad because when I heard about this project, I got really excited for it. And I still am really excited for it. But unfortunately, 2xKO's elusive release date and disappointing fighting roster have long since become memes among the potential player base. And it seems that what started as a clever reinvention of the fighting game formula has fallen into an eternally to-be-released joke. Now, from what I've seen, Blitzcrank's reveal seems to have regenerated some hype for 2xKO, which is much needed by Riot. And no hate to Blitzcrank, but largely the reason why his reveal has gone so much better than reveals for characters like Braum, Jinx, or Vi is because he stands out. It's been a pretty common griping point on social media that in this vast universe of Runeterra and its massive arsenal of Yordles, Vestaya, demigods, demons, and wraiths, our roster is almost entirely composed of human champions. And granted, Ahri is technically not a human, but among the Vestayan champions, she probably is the most human-like of them all. And I know a lot of people were disappointed that a spot on this highly limited roster was given to Vi, the simplest possible character for a fighting game. And honestly, have you seen her new design? Personally, I am not a fan. But I understand why this spot on the roster was given to Vi. 2xKO is clearly trying to draw in the Arcane audience, many of which tried playing League after watching the show, only to find they didn't like it. And I mean, it's understandable. They were sold this massive complex universe with epic clashes in the show, only to find the game is pretty much an attack and defend turf war. Now don't get me wrong, I love the attack and defend turf war, but what keeps me playing League is the lore and the characters. And I would also love a more immersive way to experience it, which is a big reason why I'm hyped for the MMO, but that's a topic for another video. Now back to Arcane. That's why so many champions are carrying over from the series. Echo, Jinx, Vi. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see Jace or Ambessa in the roster. And I must add that there was an amazing champion Riot could have used that would have made sense for the format, been thematically linked to Arcane, and provided a fighter that's not just another human with weapon as most of the roster is. And of course, I am talking about Warwick. I honestly don't know why he wasn't implemented from the beginning. He already stands out as one of the most gut-wrenching characters in Arcane. Everyone who's seen the show would recognize him and likely want to play him. and he also stands out as unique amongst the primarily human roster. So I honestly don't know why Riot has instead committed to what many see as a boring roster. Just off the top of my head, I can name so many champions that would have worked in 2XKO. Champions like Rengar, Kha'Zix, Renekton, Evelynn, Zed, Trundle. Even more mage characters like Vladimir or Ryze would have felt like more flavorful additions when everyone's just holding a sword or shield. And like I said before, Riot has a serious hype problem on their hands. They promised us a 2025 release back in 2024, and it's September now, and all they have to show for it is another upcoming beta. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if we're waiting until 2026 to see 2XKO finally grace our screens. And potential players are rapidly losing interest. It's just like what happened when Riot planned to release their own Super Smash Bros. They worked on the idea for a while, but then saw the market moving away from party fighters, so they scrapped the idea altogether. And I'm starting to worry that 2XKO might be heading in a similar direction. Fighting games are not a limited genre, and they've already given competitors plenty of time to catch up on mechanics. Hoyoverse is already making their own gacha TFT. It's not crazy to think someone else might be copying and improving on 2XKO's formula, and may even push something out before Riot finishes their own project. This all being said, I am still excited for 2XKO, and I still plan to play it once it releases. I just hope that it survives until its release date, whenever that may be, and that when the time comes, there are still enough people who have interest in it. And Blitzcrank has helped bring the game back into people's minds, but I don't think that renewed enthusiasm will last long. Not long enough to see 2XKO through development at least. But I'd love to know, do you think 2XKO can still be saved? Or is it already a lost cause? Also, who would you add to the roster to spice the game up? Do you agree with some of my picks? Or do you have your own? Or do you like the roster as is? It's totally okay if you do. Make sure to let me know in the comments below, and if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I love talking about updates to Riot's games and universe, including League of Legends, 2XKO, and the upcoming MMO. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I'll see you again soon. But until next time, I'll see you out on the Summoner's Rift.